going on, guys? I'm Jeffrey Harmon. Welcome to Sportsline. Cougar Track and Field is up and running right now in mid-season form. Sportsline's very own Tucker Stout sat down with sophomore decathlete Teddy Frid to find out more.
How you doing today, Ted?
Good. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing great. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions about outdoor track, indoor track, how everything's going with that. So first start off, outdoor track started off against Augie.
Yep.
And then you guys went to California.
We did.
And you competed in a meet while others competed in other meets as well?
Yeah, it was kind of a mixed mosh of meets. I competed Wednesday, Thursday at Azusa Pacific, the Brian Clay Invitational. It was a decathlon. And then we had some vaulters, jumpers, and throwers, and distance runners that were kind of all over the place. Cal State, Long Beach State, Mountain Sac relays. So it was a good trip. We were kind of all over the place, but turned out good.
So you're used to running in the cold here in South Dakota. So how nice was it getting to be out of the cold, being in the heat of California?
Honestly, it was pretty great. 70s and sunnies the whole time. I got a little burnt. That's all right though. But I mean, compared to running here in Sioux Falls, it was great.
Definitely.
Yeah, it felt a lot better.
So you broke your own decathlon record again. You're consistently breaking your own record. So I just want to know how you do that on a weekly basis. I mean, you're always breaking it. So what is your preparation for that? How do you come out and just be ready to just completely destroy what you did the week before?
Well, to be fair, the decathlon record I had before, I did one decathlon last year, and I didn't have any prior training in any of the throwing or pole vault or jumping events, other than like the high jump and a little bit of vault.
Yep.
So I just kind of went out and did it. So that record was, I mean, it was pretty weak. And so then after a whole summer and fall track and indoor season of training, it was kind of inevitable that I was going to shatter that by 600-700 points.
Definitely.
So I mean, I kind of like indoor. The goal here is to, I mean, go out. I mean, I'll hopefully going to nationals, be competing in 3 decathlons, and indoor I kind of went, 49, 100, 50, 51, 52. So hopefully 50 to 100 points each time is kind of my goal.
Definitely.
And I think that's very doable, and I think it's very achievable, especially when you have so many events to kind of weigh in the points.
Yeah.
You do not so well in one, but you can make up for it in another, and so it's kind of the thought process I have going into it.
Definitely. So indoor track, you guys had 11 people go to nationals. Is that correct?
I think that's correct. Yeah.
So, and you were one of them.
I was.
So I just want to know what the experience was like being at a national meet, seeing all these incredible athletes there at the D2 track field.
Honestly, it was really great. I mean, all indoor competing in the NSIC. I mean, you have great athletes here and there, but I mean, when you go to that meet and everyone's top of the line, I don't know. I mean, you have to bring your A game. Excuse me. But it was great. I mean, there was a lot of record-breaking performances. As far as the heptathlon goes, the dude that won it was from Azusa Pacific, and he's a great athlete, great person too. But I mean, competing against him, I mean, he was elite in 5 or 6 out of the 7 events. So, I mean, and then there was other guys that were elite in multiple events also. So I mean, competing against them and just kind of getting to know them and just hanging out with them for 2 days I mean, it brings out the best in you, and it brings out your competitive side. So, I mean, it was wonderful. I mean, and then after the heptathlon was over with, watching our pole vaulters vault and our distance runners run, and you kind of realize that, we're not the only good athletes around here.
Definitely.
There's other people that can bring their game. So, I mean, it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun with the 10 other guys that we went with, and hopefully I can do it all over again next year.
Definitely. So for the rest of the season, last question, what do you see happening with the entire track and field team and with yourself? What are the goals for the team and yourself?
As a team, I think we'd like to get close to beating Cato again in conference. It's a tough thing to do. We were less than 30 points away indoor. Had some performances that were supposed to happen that didn't happen. So hopefully, we can bring those, and everyone can bring, their best, and hopefully we can get closer and maybe, I don't know, who knows, beat them. So top 2 in the conference is a for sure goal.
Yep.
As far as the men's side goes. And then, I mean, individually, conference champ in the decathlon is for sure one. And then the hurdles too, I went conference champ in the indoor 60 hurdles. Definitely. So hopefully I'd like to repeat in the 110s. but there's some guys that were redshirt and that are back now that'll that'll be there to compete with, so that's good.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I'll try to get top 2 or top 3 in my 3 other events that I'll be in. So, and like I said, as far as the decathlon goes, just try to get another 50 to 100 points. Make small steps. I feel like if I make too big of a goal, then I'll just disappoint myself.
Definitely.
But so, as far as goals go, that's kind of what we're looking at.
Sweet. Well, that is it for Sportsline. I'm Tucker Stout. This is Teddy Frid. Good luck with the rest of your events and good luck with the rest of the season, Teddy.
Thanks, Tuck. Appreciate it.
The Cougars are heading an hour south this weekend to participate in the Sioux City Relays. Thank you guys for watching. For Sportsline, I'm Jeffrey Harmon.